Hello and welcome to Collectables. My name is Liam, and in today's episode we're going to be taking a look at some Lego Harry Potter. Let's get started. I'm only kidding. There's nothing in it, thank God. And there we go. So yeah, we're going to be taking a look at Diagon Alley in this set, in this video, and there's a lot to cover. And this was fairly difficult to build, which we'll get into in a short moment. So what we'll do is we'll start this video by taking a look at the box. In terms of the box, it's not easily missed. It's a very colourful box with all the different buildings, and there's lots and lots going on in this set. So I don't know where to start really. Let's start with the box and we'll kind of work through it. So straight away in the top left corner we've got the Lego logo. To the right hand side of that we've got the Harry Potter logo, of course, the Lego Harry Potter logo. Below that we've got ages 16 plus. Now that's probably more based on building techniques. There is quite a few, I don't want to say complicated, but more complicated, I can't think of any other word, sections in this build which are especially challenging, and a lot of patience is needed to build this, which we'll get into. So yeah, ages 16 plus probably makes sense, but ages don't matter in Lego. But if you've got no patience, then this isn't for you. Yeah, we've got the set number, which is 75978, and it's Diagon Alley. Bottom right, we've got the Wizarding World logo, as we see on most Harry Potter sets these days. And of course, this is based on the movies rather. As of the time of filming this particular episode, they are working on a TV show for Harry Potter. However, this is based on the movie, so that's what we'll reference in this particular episode. Top right corner, we've got basically the size of it. So when you put all four buildings next to each other, well, technically four, there's quite a few buildings there, but there's four sections essentially. And when you put them all next to each other, it equals 102.4 centimeters or 40.3 inches. So yeah, there's a couple of different ways you can display this, whether it's all next to each other, whether it's back to back, whether it's opposite. There's lots of different ways, and it's preference, and of course how much space you have on your shelf to actually put it on there. But yeah, bottom left there we've got all of the minifigures, and there is a lot of minifigures to talk about. I won't read them all out right now. There is a couple I'm struggling to pronounce, I will be honest with this, just bear that in mind with some of the words that's used for Diagon Alley. If I get them wrong, I do apologise, got dyslexia, so let's just bear that one in mind. But yeah, we will get into the minifigures after we've looked at the box, so just bear that in mind. And then we've got a look at the actual Diagon Alley, a quick kind of teaser there, which, yeah, what you see is what you get. You really do get all these fancy buildings with all the amount of detail, and then of course all your figures interacting with it, which looks stunning. It really does, and it really does turn heads on the shelf. That's the front of the box. In terms of the side, not too much going on this side, just an image of the actual Diagon Alley, Lego Harry Potter logo, and the set number again. And then on this side, we've got exactly the same thing with a couple of legal details in the bottom left. Likewise on this side, just more legal details, nothing on the barcode, of course. And then, oh, careful. And then we've got the box. Before we get, not the box, we've got the back. Before we get any further into the back of the box, we'll have a quick talk about instructions. One, two, 3, 4 thick booklets. The table nearly collapsed then when I did that. But yeah, you get 4 booklets, which are basically the different sections of, and I'll just show you them in backwards order. The 4 sections of Diagon Alley. I say backwards order, you technically can display this how you like. When I show you it shortly, I'll show it as it is shown on the box, but you can, you know, reorder it. There's no issues with that. When you do look at the instructions, I know I always like to read the instructions, but about 260 pages. Not that that means anything. Well, it doesn't mean anything actually, because this is 150. So, but yeah, at the beginning of each book, it kind of gives you a little kind of about the actual building, which is quite nice. It does that for each one. So yeah, there's your instructions. In terms of easy to build, like I said, it is a complex build. There's no technique of such, if that's what you were thinking of. It's more just a lot of detail, which you'll see as we get to, well, I was going to say when we get to the interior, but it's pretty much all of it is like a lot of detail. So that's your instructions. Here's the back of the box. So there's a lot going on. So top left corner, as usual, we've got the Lego logo with a set number below it. And then at the top here, we've got different scenes throughout, well, the different areas of the buildings, essentially. We've got different characters. I'm struggling to, I can't see around the box. Just make sure you can see that. Yeah, you can. Well, you can't really miss it, can you? Yeah, you've got different scenes there. We've got one with Harry there. We've got Draco, Ginny there, Hermione, and a bunch of other scenes in between referencing the movies, of course. And you get 4 buildings within this build, and I'll attempt to read them to you now, so just bear with me. You might want to take a seat. Ollivander's One Shop is your first one. We've got Quality Quidditch Supplies and the Daily Profit. Flourish Blots, Florin, an Ice Cream Parlour. Do you like the way I mumbled that when I can't read it? These will be on the screen, so you can read them for yourself, but I do apologise, I can't read them. And then we've got Weasley's Wizard, and Nocturne Alley, which is just off to the side. Yeah, there's your 4 buildings. You're probably laughing there saying, that's not how you pronounce that, but I'm sorry. And at the bottom here, you've got kind of another view of what it looks like kind of head on off Diagon Alley. All the different buildings all put next to each other. And as mentioned, you can swap the order around if you choose to. With the bookshelves behind me, this is usually on display, usually roughly about here. And because this is an IKEA Billy bookshelf, and IKEA very kindly have made it one stud too small, so you can't fit 3 of these next to each other. So you have to put one in an angle, and then 2 next to each other, and then 1 on its own. So yeah, but it does look good when it's on display, it really does. There's lots of different ways, because you could even just wear on that. This is the shorter unit. This isn't a video about Billy bookshelves, so let's just get that right. But you can put them on the narrow section, kind of facing each other, on one shelf, and then do the same above. There's lots of different options. Anyway, enough about bookshelves. That is about it for the box. And I can tell you that when there was Lego in it, there isn't any Lego in it. It wouldn't be this light. When there was Lego in it, it was very heavy. Yeah, because there's a lot of pieces with this set, and a lot of figures. So next up, we'll take a look at the minifigures. And here they are. So here's all your figures, which took me quite a while to get lined up so they don't fall off. But yeah, there's some really great minifigures included with this set. And you do get a slight bonus one, which we'll talk about first. You might have just spotted him. So, as well as Harry, you get Harry. You obviously get him before he gets his robes, essentially. It's not mentioned on the box. I don't think it is. It's not advertised. I didn't see when I was looking at it. It's not advertised that you get another figure. It is in the instruction book, and you do get this nice pack piece while we're here, which you can put Hagrid on as well as Harry, which is what you're supposed to do according to the book. You can obviously put whoever you prefer. And this is a printed piece as well, which is nice to see, which says, "Welcome, Harry, to Diagon Alley, Hagrid." You just pop that figure just there, but yeah, it's a nice Harry figure there, which it's got front, it's got dual-sided facial expression, dual-sided body, torso print, and the standard short legs. So pop that just there. Jumping straight in, this is the order of what's printed on the box. Again, as I mentioned before, I'll do my best to read these names out, okay? Do apologise if we get it wrong. We got Hagrid, of course, looking really good. Really nice figure of Hagrid here. And obviously they caption that scale, slight difference between standard figure. Just the single-sided facial expression and just the front-sided printing, but ultimately the whole kind of overcoat looks really good. Yeah, and he's got his super cool umbrella, flash wand, which is really good. Next we've got Fred Weasley. Now you can tell them apart, they are twin brothers at the end of the day, but there's a slight difference between the two. The suits are identical, but the expressions are slightly different. Okay, so Fred here has got, oh, that confuses it. He's got dual-sided facial expression. Okay, maybe not then. Yeah, dual-sided facial expression, dual-sided body printing, and his kind of like brown suit, which looks very good. So that's Fred with his ginger hair. Moving straight on to George. So George Weasley, again, dual-sided facial expressions. The expressions between the two of them are different, but everything else is the same. We've got dual-sided body printing as well. So that's George. Next, we've got Molly Weasley. She's got this skirt piece, which you've seen in quite a few different Harry Potter characters now. Well, quite a few Lego sets to be fair, but Professor McGonagall rings a bell. We've got dual-sided body printing and dual-sided facial expression. That tends to be the standard now, doesn't it, with minifigures, dual-sided facial expression. Just think how far Lego's come, because back in the day they were yellow faces, weren't they? But yeah. Ginny Weasley, dual-sided facial expression, dual-sided body printing as well, nice hairpiece, and the shorter legs. Ron Weasley, he got his kind of uniform there, it's like gown, short legs, his dual-sided facial expression, ginger hair, nice figure of Ron Weasley. Hermione Granger, dual-sided facial expression, nice hairpiece, I think. No, the headpiece reminded me of Princess Leia from Star Wars, from, I want to say, Jabba's palace, potentially Jabba's Selvage, maybe. The older ones I refer to, not the new ones. Possibly the new ones. I'm not sure. That's a slight tangent there, but yeah. Obviously, Lego do you use quite a few pieces where they can, of course. That's the whole point of it being Lego. So that's Hermione. And of course, we've got Harry Potter. You might have heard of him. He's got dual-sided facial expression. This is the second Harry, or first, depending on which way around you put it. With obviously the bonus figure we get. And he's got his gown there with dual-sided body printing as well. Next, we've got Draco Malfoy. Yeah, dual-sided facial expression, dual-sided body printing with his kind of Slytherin kind of house colours there, the green, which looks really good. That's a thought, actually. I'd love to know what house you are in Harry Potter. Let me know in those comments down below. So, it'll be interesting to compare. Next, we've got his father. We've got Lucius Malfoy. Some really nice detail here to the torso and the leg printing, actually. Both front and the back. He's got just a single-sided facial expression, and his long kind of blonde hair with his stick, cane sort of thing. So very nice figure indeed. And then on to our next one. I'm going to struggle to say. Gilderoy Lockhart. You're probably laughing in the camera now, saying you said that wrong, but you know what I mean. Yeah, this is a really nice figure. Some really nice. I like the cape. The fact it's pink on one side, or like a lilac colour, and like yellow on the inside, which looks really nice. Dual-sided facial expression and dual-sided body printing, I believe. Yeah, so that's looking really nice. And his like lilac suit, very nice indeed. Oops. Next up, we've got Gerrit Ollivander, of course. And I love the haircut. The dual-sided facial expression, but the haircut is very, that's like mine at the moment, so it needs a haircut. But it's very out to the side. It reminds me a little bit of, if you've ever seen it, a series of unfortunate events, Count Olaf. It reminds me a little bit of that, with the hair sticking out. But obviously it's not, it just reminds me of it. Dual-sided body printing, and yeah, looking really, really nice indeed. I'll go on to our last two figures. We have got, I can never say this one, Florian Portescue. Almost there, I think. Dual-sided face expression. Again, another really nice hairpiece, very similar to, well, it's the same actually, just different colour. Yeah, really nice there with his kind of ice cream. Yeah, looking really good. Next, we've got the photographer, which is the Daily Profits photographer. And dual-sided facial expression is, I like this hat piece. I've seen this on Professor McGonagall's from another set I've done, where the kind of her hair is part of the hat. It's kind of more of a newer trend, I want to say, but it's really nice. And you've got his camera, of course, dual-sided body printing, and the shorter legs. Lego does seem to mix and match between the shorter and the longer legs, don't they? But yeah, and there is all of your figures, which look really, really good. Some really nice figures here. Next up, we'll take a look, if I can get on the table, we'll take a look at Diagon Alley. And here it is. So this is, as you can see, there's quite a lot going on here in Diagon Alley, and there's far too much going on, and you're probably confused with the box. Let's just, actually, I don't know why I'm trying to pretend it's heavy like I did before, because you can see it's in front of me. So I'll just, oh dear, I need a new floor now, oh well. So I'll just position it roughly there so you can see it. Obviously we've got a lot of figures still in front of it, just be careful we don't knock them all off. And as we saw in the front of the box, there was an awful lot going on to talk about. We'll kind of jump into different details, and we'll do close-ups where I can't quite see. And even if we do close-ups, you still can't see because there's so much going on. Lego have done a really good job in designing this set. So straight away, starting off at the far left here, just pointing out different details here, and I can't see them because there's so many. There we go, and make sure you can still see them as well. Straight away, we've got some nice owls sitting on the kind of perched on the roof here at the top, which is looking quite good. We've got an owl here flying, holding what is a letter, yep, with Harry Potter on. We've got various signs. Oh, before I go any further, stickers. If you love stickers, then get this set, because this set is made of stickers pretty much. And for the price point, I don't think it's acceptable personally. However, they do add an awful lot of detail, and you must get like 20 stickers per building. Don't let that put you off, because as you'll see as we get to the interior shortly, it does create a level of realism. So you can't have it always, can you? I suppose if they start printing several of these stickers, then it probably would get expensive. So there we are, that a little bit of a rant over, essentially. Yeah, we've got a flying owl here. You can position this wherever you want, really, but this is where it's in the instruction book. I particularly like this chimney at the top. Obviously it's just a chimney, but you know, the Lego technique for the kind of slightly off-center alignment, which looks really good. I do like all the glass panes all the way down the building with kind of the end, right below the window there, you can just see kind of what would be below the street level. So I thought that was a nice detail. And of course the actual pavement, the kind of street cobbles outside, which looks really good, a lot of detail there. And of course you've got the entrance, and all the signage is all, there's all stickers as we mentioned, but there is quite a bit of it. It does look like separate buildings, this, doesn't it? But this one, as you'll see now, this is one building. This is the first one you build. You can technically build any of them if you choose to. You have got 4 separate instruction books, which you either use the book or you can use tablet, iPad. That's up to you, of course. But yeah, I could sit and look at this all day because it really looks really good. And you can get a light kit for all of these, of course, and I think a light kit would look really nice in that. We will look at the interiors in a second, but we'll do that all together. So that's this building. Yeah, looking really, really nice. Moving our way along, and what we'll do is we'll pop the figures in a moment. Moving our way along, we'll just clip this one to this one, just so we don't lose them. Again, really colourful building, really bright. Starting from the top here, we've got this section which is, I thought was quite interesting. There's a little door just to our side here, which you can open up and reveals the interior, like the doors down below, of course, but inside you've got like a little rat, a little mouse, which is quite good, and some newspapers just abandoned on the roof there. And likewise in the window panes here, just thought it was a nice little detail. I hadn't really spotted that before until I looked really closely. So you got more different signage all dotted along the front of the building with the nice window frames and ledges, which I thought looks really, really nice. We've got more lanterns working our way further down. Just the techniques that have been used, the style of the roof, the way it's kind of slanted forward, it's well thought out. Again, got kind of the light at the front here, which is looking good. Again, same cobbles. The way these 4 are displayed currently is as they are on the box, which you just saw. But as I mentioned, although the cobbles might not line up perfectly, if you were to display them a different way, it's still close enough. You could soon tweak them if you wanted to. And then we've got these really nice windows, which, yeah, looking really, I love the detail of these. Each one is unique and they've all got their own unique quirks and features. And you've got the steps up into the door. Some of the doors do open inwards, some of the doors open outwards, depends which one you're looking at. But it's a nightmare to open again unless you're from the inside. And then to the side here, you've got the, what is it again? The Daily Prophet, of course, sorry. Couldn't see the sign and read it upside down. There's a sticker, but you know, store it into there, and you'll see the interior in just a moment. But yeah, that looks really nice. Another great building. So let's move them to the side, just so you can still see them. Moving on to our next one. In terms of my favourite, by the way, it's probably this one, followed by this one. Just in terms of looks, how they look, they're all brilliant, but yeah, it's just preference. We got this one. Quite a lot going on in terms of exterior features. So we've got some chairs and tables right here at the bottom. And we've got some different books on the front here, which look really, really nice. A lot of detail going on here. And although I am showing you close-ups as we go through this, it's hard to appreciate the amount of detail. You know, like I'm standing here now, I've spotted lots of stuff, you know, just the detail of the little kind of what they look to be like dragons, or possibly that might be just a Lego technique, but they look really, really cool. You've got the hanging signs, which look really nice, and of course you've got a kind of miniature version of a table and chairs with an ice cream on the top, and another lantern there. And this roof texture, again, all the roofs are slightly different. These two are very similar, but this one's more of a slanted, like a Lego city house. Not that it's comparable, but why not? And yeah, there is a couple of, on some of them you have got like stickers on the ends. You don't have to put them on if you don't want to, but they're all there because you can display this in many different ways, as I mentioned. So it's nice they did that. So that's that one. Oh, and of course, sorry, the canopy as well. That canopy, as I'll show you a close-up now, the supports, I just thought that was really nice. I know it's only a canopy, but it looks really good. As you can see, I really like the design of this building. And we've got another door. This one opens inwards. And something's fell over inside, and that's why the door's down. There we go. And last, but certainly not least, I'll just push this over that way, but not off the end of the table. We've got one of my favourites. So, firstly, how cool is that? Yeah, just like the film. Yeah, and I personally love the kind of looking at it from that angle where you've got kind of the view from the alleyway and then straight. You've got two entrances to the building. They're both open outwards, which look really good. As of this video here in 2025, as of filming, they have made another version of this. I believe it's a little smaller than this one, but this is still the best Diagon Alley in my view, as of the moment, until I'm proven wrong. But this is the best one in my view, as of filming. Again, finishing that cobbling effect as we go around, and the way these the windows are designed, I think looks really, really nice. They've done a really good technique there. It wasn't fun to build, I can tell you that, because every single one of these window panes has to be put in, but it's worth it because it looks really good. And of course, we've got stickers as we go around, which again just add to the detail. We've got another lantern there. A different design of roof. Again, very much a dust grabber, I must say. A bit of a nightmare to clean these are. But again, you can't have it always, can you? If you were to smooth them all off completely, then although that might make it easier to clean, it would also make it, well, less Lego then, isn't it? I think I experienced this recently with the UCS Jabba Sail Barge from Lego Star Wars. If you're a Lego Star Wars fan as well, you can check that out. Links in the video description if you're interested. But that's very covered in studs, but ultimately it's Lego. So anyway, enough of a tangent there. I do like this kind of slanted window here above the alleyway, which does tilt as well, which is quite cool, but it is supposed to be there because the piece behind it is tilted. That looks really good. On the side of it, there's quite a few stickers there, as you can see, because this is the end of the building as they're displayed right now. And that's looking really, really nice. In terms of the interiors, I attempted before filming to turn them completely around. Oh, that didn't work, the table's not big enough. So I'll grab two and just show you how manoeuvrable they are. Before we take a look at the interior, actually, you can literally just swap them around like so. I knew that was going to happen. It's going to be a domino effect in a second, I bet it is. There we go. Yeah, you can display these in whatever way you choose to. As you saw the clip earlier of it on the bookshelf behind me, it's displayed in a different way. That's the second time now. If you fall over again, I'm going to throw it off the table. Cool. What we'll do is we'll just rotate these around. Actually start to see the matte detail on these, and just to make this completely as per the instructions, I'm just going to move these two around. Careful where I'm sliding them to, otherwise they're going to go straight off the table. That is right. Yes, it is. So that's that. So in terms of detail, straight away before we go into each one, there is on both of them, on two of them, sorry, you've got stairs that fold out in this one and stairs that fold out in this one, just more detail. Now we'll start on this end, just to confuse you, because this is where we started on the other side. And just detach it so I can get better look. Just connect that back up there. So what can I say in terms of the detail on the actual, as you'll see now with close-ups, the detail on the bookshelves, or no, sorry, not the bookshelves, the actual shelves, is amazing. Yeah, this took forever to build. And the banister, every single one of these individual, the stair folds out. I just get a better look there. It looks incredible. These little details like the step ladders, and the fact the drawers are open, nice little chair to the side there. At the bottom there, you've got the actual till or cash register, whatever you choose to call it, which looks really good. On this side here, you've got, which is technically a separate building, arguably. You've got a nice sofa here, more stickers, nice little rug there, and all these like glass ornaments on here. Which looks really, really nice. They've done a fantastic job of this. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the episode, you need a lot of patience to build this set. A lot of patience. And that's that one. So in terms of this one, we'll just connect it up just so we don't lose them. It can be a bit fiddly to connect, but there we go. That's got it. So in terms of this one, A bit more of an open plan design here. So again, we got the broom here, which looks really cool. And you've got different boxes just below. Nice doormat there. There's your interior door. There is technically a few. They're not figures, but they're more like dummies. The word will come back to me in a second, but essentially what's showing off the different gowns and clothing, things like that. This does rotate as well. And just the archways, they've thought about this. Even just, this is a boring one now, but I like the fact that it shows like the floorboards, the way they're designed. That's technically correct. So yeah, I love that. Upstairs, you've got more bits and bobs and like a chest. Feel free to test flight. Let's try this again. Feel free to test fly any of our brooms. So, okay. Yeah, it looks really, really good. And then off to the side here, we got the photographer's place. So, not much going on here. We've got quite a few stickers on the wall, different notices, and kind of a stack of newspapers, kind of leaflets, with, of course, the door, which opens outwards. And we've got a massive spider cobweb in the corner there, so I'm going to get that cleared out, that's for sure. Pop that there for the moment. And then onto this side, you'll see as we get over there, that's where most of the time took. But there's this one, got a very colourful floor, black and white, looks really good. More ornaments at the back there, looking amazing. Just above that, we've got a nice little chair, a nice little lamp. I love the little details here, it looks really good. And you can use the figures with this as however you choose to, really. Moving our way to the side, we've got those stairs that fold up, as mentioned, and you've got loads of books on the top here, which are all in the bookshelf and dotted around the top floor, and they look really, really good. Below that, even more colourful going on. Again, more books. Yeah, and the door opening inwards. Just push that from there. There's so much going on now. As you'll see the close-ups, there's so much detail. It's unreal. And again, you've got this arch design. And of course, the handrail. Moving our way along, you see the kind of entrance to the alleyway. Yeah, which looks really good. Again, you can display these in a few ways, as mentioned, so you don't necessarily have to have it in the middle, but you can. And onto, I'll just connect this one over here, just so it's out of the way. Onto the one that took the most time. Yeah, let's make sure it's not going to fall off, because I ain't rebuilding it. Wow. Every time I look at it, it's giving myself an headache, because every single one of these, a lot of patience, an awful lot of patience was required to build this, and every single one of these steps is a different sticker as well. But they all add to the realism. They all look really, really good. We've got a very, very colourful tail right here. Yeah, some boxes under the stairs there. All these different colours in the bottom right here. Lots of stuff on the shelves. Storage boxes on the first row there. First floor, sorry. And then you can go all the way up to this attic space. I do like the fact that you can, if you wanted to, you could take a figure all the way up to the top, and it looks amazing. And as you'll see on that close-ups, there's so much. And even as I'm looking at it now, I saw things I didn't see before. Yeah, with Hermione. And there we go. I mean, straight away, as you can see, I haven't done it the best there, but you can see how well it looks. And you can start to build a different scene. Now, when I had it on the bookshelf, I did have a Land Rover Defender with a caravan going past it, which I don't think was very realistic. But just before that was the Batcar, the Batmobile from the Batman. Don't think that was realistic either, but oh well. If you've got a full Lego city and let's say you had, I don't know, the Avengers Tower or Daily Bugle or, yeah, different shows, and you wanted to mix and match different sci-fis, you absolutely could do this. This is all obviously would fit really well in a Lego city. That is about it for this amazing set, which I think you should pick up if you want Diagon Alley. I'm interested to see what they do with the kind of redesign of it as they kind of go through it. They have made a miniature version of this as well, may I mention. They have done miniature castle, which I've done a video on, links in the video description. But they have, as of this video, just made a miniature Diagon Alley, which is very similar to that castle. So if you don't want a big one and you've only got a small space, then maybe that might be the option. But yeah, I think it's an amazing set. It looks really good on any display. So yeah. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you hit the like button down below. If you've got any questions about any of this set, whether it's any of the other Harry Potter sets that I talked about or showed you, then let me know in the comments below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. You can check out our socials, they're also linked in the video description as usual. And yeah, in the meantime, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. See ya.